from the Ticats Audio Network. This is ongoing coverage of the 2023 Grey Cup Festival leading up to the 110th Grey Cup in Hamilton.
Welcome to ongoing coverage of the 2023 Grey Cup Festival on the Ticats Audio Network. I'm Braden Neville. On today's show, we hear from three of the CFL's award winners from last night's CFL Awards in Niagara Falls. I speak with several Ticats alumni at this year's Legends Luncheon at LIUNA Station, and I recap all of today's excitement at the Grey Cup Festival. The CFL Awards were a great success last night, several players taking home some hardware at the Avalon Theatre in Niagara Falls. Along with those players, there were some people given awards for various reasons for their work in the community or in organizations, including caretaker Bob Young, who was given the Commissioner's Award for what he's done for the Ticats organization and in the city of Hamilton, a very well-deserved award for someone who's done a great deal for this team. So congrats to Bob Young. The most prestigious award a player can win is the CFL's Most Outstanding Player Award, and Chad Kelly of the Toronto Argonauts went home with the honor and spoke about falling short of the main goal.
Man, I wouldn't be up here today if it's not for my teammates. Each one of you guys have provided me something that I've never felt before in my life. And you guys have fulfilled so much of joy and glory to my life. And you guys made me become a better quarterback and a better person each and every day. So thank you so much, guys. I really love you guys from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for all the hard work and dedication you guys put in this year. I know we'd be a lot happier if we were watching film on the next opponent right now instead of us being up here cheering on each other. But I know that we're going to get better each and every day, and our mentality of 1-0 is still going to resonate each and every day this offseason.
That was Chad Kelly. The league's most outstanding defensive player award went to Canadian Matthew Betts, who had a crazy season and one of the best we've ever seen from a defensive player, and especially a Canadian player with 18 sacks. Absolutely insane. And he spoke about his incredible season.
I'm deeply honored, honestly, to have been considered for this award. Been watching the CFL, obviously, my whole life, growing up playing football, so to be here on this stage, honestly, means a lot to me. Honestly, want to acknowledge Pickett that, had a great season with all the great defensive players in this league. Even at my position as defensive end makes it even more special, so congratulations to everybody. I want to thank the BC Lions organization for bringing me on board 2 years ago for this project we had. Been having a great time, obviously, and it's been a fun ride. Not quite where we wanted to go this year, but I had a tremendous time. For my career also personally, I got to thank and share this award with the whole D-line crew with the Lions that are obviously my teammates, but some of my dearest friends. So enjoy going to work and going on game day every week and in front of our great fans.
That was Matthew Betts, and even though Betts had a historic season, there was a Canadian that may have had an even more remarkable year, and that's Brady Oliveira, who I spoke to earlier in the week, and although he didn't take home the MOP, he was awarded the league's Most Outstanding Canadian Award and spoke about the growth of Canadian talent in the CFL.
This means a lot to me. You know, I'm a proud Canadian. I'm living out a dream, a childhood dream, playing for my hometown with the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, and it's truly a childhood dream. You know, I've been a CFL fan ever since I was a young kid. You know, watching legends like Milt Siegel, Charles Roberts, and Canadians like John Cornish and Andrew Harris. You know, Andrew Harris being a vital part of my young career when I got to the Bombers. So I know Andrew's here. I just want to say thank you, Andrew, for everything you've done for me. So as a Canadian kid, this means the world to me. But the job's not done. Let's go get it Sunday. Thank you.
That was Brady Oliveira. There were lots of players who went home with hardware, and you can check out that full list on CFL.ca. The party really kicked off after the awards with Shaggy at the OLG stage, and let me tell you, I was there with my family, and that man puts on a show. It was absolutely lit. The crowd was having a great time. There were players, fans, coaches, and Shaggy fans all enjoying Mr. Boombastic put on a show, and it was great to see. It was another jam-packed day today in Hamilton with tons of stuff going on around the city, including the annual CFLAA Legends Luncheon sponsored by our friends at CarStar. And there was tons of alumni in attendance for this year's event at the beautiful LIUNA Station, and it was great to see a lot of these guys, a lot of these Ticats coming from all over Canada and the States and everywhere you can imagine. And I caught up with Ticats Alumni member Jamall Johnson, who spoke to me about the event.
Man, it's great, man. So Hamilton's like I've always tell people, Hamilton reminds me so much of my hometown. And anytime I get a chance to come back here and rub elbows with the fans, see old teammates, I jump at it. So it's great to be back, see a lot of familiar faces, meeting some other alumni. Yeah. Right now we're at the luncheon for the alumni luncheon, and a lot of great historical figures in here, man. It's a really good time.
What do you think about the venue, LIUNA Station, and what the show they've been able to put on here?
Oh, it's beautiful, man. They've done a great job of decorating this place. This place, it looks like it's got a lot of character and history, and the alumni they're hosting a really good event. They got a silent auction going. Right before me is one of the all-time greatest, Solomon Elamimian, my idol.
I learned the game from Jamall Johnson. I really did. 2014 was my best season. Yeah. Thanks to Jamall. Jamall came, taught me some tricks.
It was Johnny Holland was a great coach, and he instilled a lot of great stuff.
He still looked like he could play.
I know. That's
but look at you. Look at these shoulders,
look at you, man.
Bro. So running into some guys. Are there any guys there's one right there, but any guys that you haven't seen in a while that you're like, wow, I didn't know you were going to be here?
Sandy Beveridge is a local guy. He was here. He was on the team when I first came in 2009, and it's always great to catch up with him. Guys like Joaquin Bradley, I played with here in Hamilton. Great to connect with him. He's doing a lot of great things now, coaching. There's a number of guys. I appreciate seeing that are involved in the CFL post their playing days. So it's really good to see. You got. Even in the Grey Cup today, I played against Jason Moss, and he's leading his team. So it's great to see that guys from the generation I played in are still involved in so many different facets. Courtney Stephen, I was a T. I remember he was a rookie when I came in. The great things that he's doing in the community, and even helping us alumni get situated when we come in town. I can't. I can run off name after name after name, but it's just great being in the space with all the guys. And
you're rocking the black and gold again. You look like you can still play, but how does it feel to put that Ticats uniform back on?
Yeah, my body, I feel good, physically. Yeah. It's always great to don the black and gold, man. And like I said, I bumped into a couple fans who, used to sit right behind us in the dugout at Ivor Wynn, right, and to relive some of the stories from those days was really cool. Yeah, putting the jersey on now without the shoulder pads, I'm okay with. I don't mind. I don't miss waking up with a couple sore joints and muscles anymore. But it's always great to put on the yellow and gold, man. It's classic. It's got that. It's
tradition. It hasn't changed. It's timeless. Right. One last question, but what do you have planned for this weekend?
Yeah, man, it's great to be back here. I look forward to going to all the events that here. Like I said, the event we are right now is a really, really great event for our alumni. There's the great things that they do with the support fund with guys. I benefited from it. My wife had cancer a couple years ago, and they were able to, I don't know, Sandy, if we were teammates. He said, "Hey, man, we have a fund set up to help out guys when things happen like that, unexpected things." And so it's great to this is a really, really amazing event, and then all the other stuff that they have going on throughout the weekend. I'm looking forward to. We got to check out a bit of the Shaggy concert last night, and that was great crowd. The convention center is going to be busy. I was just talking to a guy I played against. Crawford from Toronto. Had a lot of battles against him. But there's a flag football tournament. He's taking his son too. So
there's some talented kids in there, man. I've seen some talent there.
So it's you won't get to catch everything, but I love that Hamilton's they're hosting a great show, and I look forward to every event that I'm going to be into, and I'm super excited to see how things pan out for the rest of the weekend. And see who comes out victorious.
That was Jamall Johnson. Another Vancouver guy, Marc Beswick, attended the event, and he spoke to me about returning to the city.
Oh man, I love Hamilton, so it's always great to come back and see the guys and just the whole environment and atmosphere of what the Ticats is and obviously what it means to me. Yeah, it's always good to come back to that. So,
how do you feel about the Legends Luncheon here, seeing a lot of ex-teammates and some old alumni from around the league, and at this venue here at LIUNA Station?
It's great, man. It's like I said, I just love to catch up with these guys, and you see the guys that you played against, and you're like, you had some battles with. It's always good to kind of see and, introduce yourself to some new people.
Yeah.
And that's obviously another part of it is meeting other guys that you've never met, that you've seen play, and just kind of, introduce yourself and talk to them.
Yeah.
It's good.
What's it like seeing those guys you used to square up against and battle against on the field, and now, all these years later, you're retired and now becoming friends and seeing them at all these events and stuff? It must be a little different.
It definitely is different. I've always been, if you play against me, I'm gonna make your life hell. So now seeing it and talking to them, it's funny. It's good.
Is there any ex-teammates you haven't seen in a while that you caught up with here today?
There's a few. Like Andrea Jones. Last Grey Cup, I ended up seeing a lot of these guys. I didn't see Mike Daly in a while too.
Yeah, Mike.
He was playing, so because of COVID, we couldn't really see the players.
Yeah.
So it's kind of good seeing him now and seeing some of the guys that we didn't get to see 2 years ago when the Grey Cup was in Hamilton. So like a couple of those guys, and E. Harris I haven't seen for a while either.
Yeah, E. Harris.
So
There's so much going on around the city this week, but is there anything you're looking forward to aside from the game, and then now that you've seen everything that's going on around the streets?
I haven't seen all of it yet.
Okay.
We were in Niagara and just
Shaggy?
Shaggy.
How was Shaggy?
And the award show, Shaggy was awesome.
Yeah.
It was, the stadium was packed. It was good. And so I haven't got around to seeing it just yet, but I know it's gonna be amazing.
We got the game here, Bombers, Alouettes. You got a prediction for it?
I can never cheer for the Bombers personally, and like playing in the East, Montreal is also another rival team.
Yeah, it's tough.
But I did coach Tyson Philpott, so I think I'm gonna go that way. I like how they're playing right now.
Yeah.
And football is always about streaking at the right time and playing at the right time. So I think they're playing at the right time and they have confidence. So I think they're gonna pull it off.
Yeah.
Right. I think Montreal's gonna pull it off, but Winnipeg, man, they're well coached and they got a lot of veterans on that team. And Zach's over there, so you can't ever count them out.
Nope.
But I think Winnipeg's just playing a little bit. I think Montreal's playing a little bit better. So I'm gonna go with Montreal.
That was Marc Beswick. Matt Bucknor was at the awards last night, and I got to talk to him a little bit. He was also at that Legends Luncheon today, enjoying the festivities. And he spoke to me today about the event and losing his voice in the process.
This has been a lot of fun. As you can hear, I lost a little bit of my voice, maybe too much fun.
That Shaggy concert, maybe.
Yeah, sing my heart out, Shaggy. But no, a lot of fun just seeing some old teammates, but then seeing the guys that I used to watch as a kid.
Yeah.
So it's been a little bit surreal. So I'm there taking selfies with some of these guys, asking them questions, and hearing their stories. It's honestly, it's incredible.
Are there any faces you haven't seen in a while?
Teammates
that you're catching up with today? Yeah.
Oh yeah, like a lot of Ticat guys. Just saw Andrea Jones, haven't seen him in forever, and I got to connect. Like a guy like Beswick, we always talk and text, but like to see him in person, it's been some time. So that's been amazing. And then Luke Tasker, all these guys. It's awesome. This is awesome.
What do you think of the venue, LIUNA Station? What do you think of what they've been able to do and transform this place here for tonight's event, or today's event?
Yeah, just an outstanding job by the team. Mm-hmm. Honestly, just to take something like this and turn it into an event of this magnitude where all these players from all the different cities, people are coming from all different parts of the country to celebrate our game, and they did an amazing job, for real.
Is there anything else you're looking forward to this weekend aside from the big game? There's so much going on around the city, but is there anything that you're thinking of or anything on your plate for concerts or whatever it may be?
I'm looking forward to seeing some of the kids, some of the kids getting involved.
Yeah.
That also kind of sparks it for me, because some of these kids are going to be lifelong fans.
Yeah.
And so an event like this or an event over the weekend could spark a fan for another 20 years.
That's true.
So that's the stuff I get excited about. And then you talk to some of the fans that have been season ticket holders for 30, 40, 50 years. That's some of these kids that you're going to get to meet.
Sure.
So that kind of gets me excited for sure.
That was Matt Bucknor. Events were happening everywhere. Like I said, the team party headquarters presented by Coors Light was bumping. Each team had their own signature room with bands and drinks that really made it unique at the Hamilton Convention Center, and that will continue all weekend long. There were fans of every team all over enjoying the party. I checked out every room, yes, even the Argos room for a bit, and it was super cool to see each team's unique setup that are very unique to that city and that organization. If you're here for the festival, it's definitely worth it, so make sure to go check that out. Fan Central continued the party, and I met up with Ben Zambiasi, who was at the Armory signing autographs, and he discussed his history with the Armory and more.
I've had a couple experiences, Braden, with this Armory. My ex-wife was invited to be in the tattoo, like the playing, and we were going to go to Scotland, and then we found out she was pregnant. So I was bringing her here for the practicing of that, and that didn't work out. But the time before that I was in here was 1986.
Okay, good year.
And the Ticats, we were getting ready to go to the Grey Cup, and we had snow.
Okay.
And so we had to practice. We brought and did our practices in this fabulous auditorium.
In here, you did all the practices.
We came in here and we had our practices. In here.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy. We all got new tennis shoes to do the job, right? That was a cool thing. So that was the last time I was in here in '86, and then, like I told you, the tattoo. So yeah, it's quite the facility.
And how was it to meet a couple fans? I saw you were signing a lot of autographs today. How was it to speak with some of these Ticats fans?
Well, better than that was being able to see all the guys. Like Grover Covington was back, Les Brown, John Malinowski, Leo Ezrins. Like, it was just that seeing our team practically all back, right?
Some
legends. At the Legends Luncheon, that was really good. And and you know what? As good as that is seeing the guys from the other teams.
Yes.
Like, this used to be a really West and East coming together for an event. That's how it was back in the 70s when I first started playing in the league. And I was part of the Shenley. Shenley was a big sponsor back then. And that's what it's supposed to do, is bring the country. And I know that we're living in tough times now. So, this is a great event to be happening, especially after what we've been through the last 3 years.
You've been a part of these Grey Cup weeks. As a player, what is the atmosphere like and the buzz around the team when you're knowing that you're about to be in that big game on Sunday?
Yeah, well, that's what you play for, to get to the Grey Cup. So it's a little bit of everything, you can lose focus because of all the events, but if you stay focused and you realize what it is you're there to do, it's something special, because I've been on both ends of winning and losing in the Grey Cup. So
what's that feeling like when you won the Grey Cup? What was that emotion going through?
Oh man, it's just like, it's surreal. You want to savor it and just soak it all in, and you're there with people that, not only your teammates, but the people that supported you, like your parents, your family members, your wives, your girlfriends, because they've been all part of the experience. They've experienced the highs and the lows of that year, right?
Yes.
And it's a very something special. I have a difficult time putting it into words, but it's a real satisfaction of joy, happiness.
Especially in this city too.
This city
cares so much about the game.
Yeah, we got a great, one of the best group of fans that exists. Yeah, it really is something special. And when people bring up past memories, it's always nice and enjoy. It's a joy to hear what the team meant to them.
That was Ben Zambiasi. The city was filled with events, and Carrie Underwood is performing tonight, the moment we've all been waiting for, at the First Ontario Centre, and it's going to be a wild show. She never disappoints. I mean, Carrie Underwood's so talented. She's been doing it for years, and I got tons of friends and family making their way down to the show to see the one and only Carrie Underwood and all the other bands at Fan Central on James Street. So I'll be there enjoying the festival, and it's sure to be a time and a half. Tomorrow we have a very special guest coming to town, Santa Claus. That's right. He will be in the Hammer at the Hamilton Santa Claus and Grey Cup Parade, sponsored by WeatherTech. We also have the Cheer Extravaganza at the First Ontario Concert Hall starting at 3 o'clock. It will feature local performances and dance teams, cheerleaders, and more. Plus, you can meet the performers, collect autographs, and snap pictures with CFL cheer teams after the event at the exclusive meet and greet. And there's so much more going on around the city. For all the schedule, the full list of things to go to greycupfestival.ca/events. That's all the time for me today. Make sure to check out the Grey Cup Festival It's 100% worth it, folks. It's been a great time so far, and it's heating up every single day, and tomorrow is going to be even better. So make sure to stop by and check out the festivities. I want to thank you for listening, and we will see you tomorrow.
Thanks for listening to the Ticats Audio Network. Check back often throughout the 2023 Grey Cup Festival for more.